Hi, I'm Sasha Party, co-owner and president of Adirondack Winery and founder of the Adirondack Wine and Food Festival.
And I'm Executive Chef Eric Hudson and owner of Hudson's Private Chef Services.
And we're here today to give you a little preview of our culinary tent at the Adirondack Wine and Food Festival. This is probably one of the most exciting attractions of the Adirondack Wine and Food Festival. And what we do is Chef Eric Hudson will be joining us both days of the festival, and he'll be demoing lots of different cooking segments that will be featuring our vendors' items like cheese or maple syrup or jams and jellies, all sorts of different things that our vendors produce, and he'll be using those in his recipes. And in addition, we're going to do a really fun Iron Chef style competition where you will compete against another local chef and show off your skills. So we're going to really look forward to that as well.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, it will be. Chef Eric, I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So we started this business, Hudson's Private Chef Services, back in July. With my wife, and basically the whole idea is if you have any kind of special occasion, an anniversary, date night, surprise birthday party, anything that you're looking to do, but you don't want to do all the work for it, you call me. We go over a custom menu, and I take it from there. I do all the shopping. I arrive, we roll the red carpet for you, and we do all the cooking, serving, and the cleaning up, and make you feel like family.
That's awesome. Like, it kind of is like bringing the restaurant right to me.
Yeah, we bring the restaurant to you.
I can't wait to have a party just like that.
Sounds great.
All right, so we told you guys what the culinary tent is all about, but we're going to give you a little preview today. So Chef Eric, can you tell us what you're going to make for us?
Absolutely. So today I'm going to make some pork chops with an apple chutney with roasted red peppers and the Orchard Blossom wine from Adirondack Winery, with an apple cranberry side salad featuring meadow apple cider fromage. And then to go in the salad, I have a vinaigrette infused with the Orchard Blossom wine as well.
That sounds really awesome. I can't wait to try it.
Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be good.
All right, Chef Eric, I'm going to let you get to work.
All right, sounds good. So I'm going to start with the pork chops. I'm just going to season them. I use Himalayan pink salt. If you use this, you don't have to use as much as you would regular salt because it's very flavorful and potent. A little bit of cracked black pepper. Okay, I'll put a little bit of olive oil in my pan. About a teaspoon worth. Let that heat up. Our pan's nice and ready. We're going to put our pork chops right in. You want to hear that sizzle, otherwise it's not going to do what you want it to do. We're going to start on our apple chutney. A little oil in the pan again. So we got the oil in the pan getting nice and hot, and then we're going to add our onions. This is about a half a red onion. Just want to cook that down until they're nice and translucent. Here are the checking your pork chops. They're doing good. So I have the onions, cooking down the onions right now. Let these go a little bit longer, and I'm going to add in my apples. And that's about 2 apples just kind of chunked up like that. You want to hold their shape. And when you cook it, you don't want to cook it all the way down like applesauce. You want to kind of hold its shape. And then we're going to flip them so they look nice and golden brown. And about 3 or 4 minutes on the other side as well. The onions are looking good. You can see they're kind of translucent. Apples go right in with the apples. I'm going to cook this down just a little bit to start breaking down the apples. All right, and now that your onions and apples are cooked down a little bit, you can add in your seasonings. I have salt, pepper, a little bit of cayenne pepper, some freshly ground ginger, rosemary, mustard seed, and a little bit of cinnamon. Just gonna add that all in there and let that cook together. And you can start to smell everything. It's very, very fragrant. It's gonna smell up the house if you make this. The neighbors will come knocking. Let that go a little bit before we add anything else. Our pork chops look like they're nice and ready to go in the oven. Yep. Now we're going to take our pork chops out of this pan, put them in an oven-safe dish, and we're going to pop these right in at 350 for about 12 to 15 minutes. All right, and then while those are in the oven, we'll just keep on working on our chutney. Okay, now that the apples and everything is cooked down a little bit, like I said, you don't want to cook it down too much. You don't want the applesauce. You can add about half a cup of the Orchard Blossom wine right into the top and let that cook and let that flavor infuse right into everything else. And when you're doing this, you just want to cook out the alcohol so you don't taste the alcohol. You just want to flavor the apples in the chutney. All right, so now that everything's cooked down a little bit, the alcohol has cooked down a little wine. You want to taste everything as you go, then we can adjust your seasonings. You don't want to get to the end and then realize it's too salty. You can always fix things as you go. I'm going to add about a couple tablespoons of golden raisins. And then some roasted red pepper. I know it doesn't sound like roasted red pepper and apple go together, but it does. It does, especially with pork. Don't need quite all these. I want to get a little bit of juice in there. Cook that all together. In there, and then you want to put a splash of apple cider vinegar in as well. A little bit, not too much. A little goes a long way. All right, we're gonna let that cook down. All right, and now everything's cooked down enough to where it's almost ready. I'm gonna add just a little bit of honey to sweeten it up just a tiny bit. Mix that right in. And it smells really good in here, amazing. So that's cooked. I'm gonna let that cook down just a little bit more. I'm gonna build my salad in the meantime. So I just take a little bit of spring mix, just like that. And anybody can do this. Don't think that you can't. A few slices of apple. Some cucumbers if you like. And then dried cranberries or craisins. And then we're gonna put the Nettle Meadow apple cider fromage right on top of the salad. A little bit of the roasted red pepper, just for a little bit of color and extra flavor, just like that. And then once again, we have our apple vinaigrette infused with the Orchard Blossom wine from Adirondack Winery. And it is a little boozy, so a little bit goes a long way. And then a few toasted almonds as well on top. There's some crunch and some little salty flavor. So there's our salad. All right, and now we're gonna take the pork chops out and get them plated up. Okay, you can slice your pork chop if you want, or leave a whole. I like to just cut everything up, make it easier to eat. And just put it right on the plate like that. And take some of the chutney, and go right over top your pork chop. For garnish, you put a little sprig of rosemary in there as well. And here you have it, pork chops with apple chutney with roasted red peppers, infused with Orchard Blossom wine from Adirondack Winery, and our apple cranberry salad with Nettle Meadow apple cider fromage.
All right, Chef Eric. Well, I am so excited to try this beautiful pork dish that you prepared for us.
Thank you.
I've brought our Cabernet Franc Rosé to pair with it, which is a great match with like a light salad with goat cheese. So I thought it'd be a perfect match. So let's dig in.
Awesome.
Yeah. I think that the Orchard Blossom infused apples really brings like a little bit of a sweetness to the apple that you wouldn't otherwise get. And it plays off really well with the red pepper. Like I would have never thought of putting red pepper together with it, but I love that.
I call it a 10 out of 10 myself. And it pairs perfectly with the wine, and it's a nice light dish, easy to make. And we'll have the recipe for you as well.
All right, so Chef, I mean, we won't be making this exact dish at the festival, but I think this was an excellent preview to just give people an idea of what you'll be demoing. You'll be there, you'll be doing a demo at, every hour on the hour almost. We'll be doing that competition. I don't know if you're a little nervous about that. We'll see who we put you up against. But yeah, it'll be really exciting to be able to see you in action, because I know that it was really cool today
to
see you in action.
We're excited.
So why don't you tell the wonderful people where they can find you?
Sure, you can find me on my website at cheferichudson.com or on facebook.com/Chef Eric Hudson as well. Or if you'd like to call me directly, it's 518-681-0589.
All right, well, I look forward to you joining us at the Adirondack Wine and Food Festival this June 25th and 26th. Cheers.